So is no other, anything else here? So we're going to transfer of license. A license shall only be effective for the individual entities identified in the original application. A license may not sell, transfer, or otherwise dispose of his or her license to another individual without approval from the commission. An entity that holds a license through its individual agent shall not make any modifications to the entity's ownership, board members, or officers as designated in the initial application without approval from the commission. A licensee's failure to obtain approval from the commission before engaging in ownership changes described in B and C above shall result in commission's revocation of that license. Anything missed? And E, in order to obtain approval to transfer ownership of a license or an entity that holds a license by individual agent, the licensee shall submit to the commission an application for license transfer on a form in a manner prescribed by the commission. So we covered some of these things as we were talking about changing information.
The only thing I was trying to put my hat on and say, if someone was really trying to parse words, and D says before engaging in ownership changes described in B and C. I was just trying to decide in my brain if that should also say engaged in ownership or management of any kind. Because we haven't really covered some of the management potentially issues, unless those are covered in, and some of that may be how they're covered in the application, meaning if there's more management changing information, it'd go into section 15.
And
Does that make sense?
that may be covered, so when you look at the overall application for the facility, you're looking at the ownership interest, the board members, all of that. Just an employee level manager is going to be vetted through the dispensary agent or cultivation agent registry that's going to be run through the ABC. So any person working in these facilities that hasn't been vetted by you is going to be vetted by the ABC through background checks, other information that's going to be required of them, and they're going to have a current registration card on them at all times. So there's not going to be anybody working in there that hasn't been vetted through either you or the ABC. So that may cover your lower level managers that don't have ownership interest or don't have an officer position or board of directors seat or something like that.
So when you talk about a card, they'll be licensed in some form or fashion by
They will be.
ABC.
They will be issued a registry card that has to be renewed each year. So you may not need to worry about the lower level employee.
Did that, Commissioner Story, did that answer your question?
Yes, my thought might be, what if we said, just let me run this by you. So it's a D, the licensee's failure to obtain approval before the commission, before engaging in a change in ownership board, in the entity's ownership, board members or officers, as described in B and C above. So it just kind of brings that same language down. It uses, it doesn't, I feel like ownership just kind of leaves some dangling.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep. So move.
We just want to copy that same
Clarifying.
entities, ownership, board members and officers down where it says before engaging in a change in the entity's ownership, board members or officers.
Okay.